and welcome to Day of Today Gaming. I'm Kat.
And I'm Bobby.
And today we are doing a tutorial and gameplay for a new game, TMNT Changes Constant.
And for those of you who may not know what TMNT is, that would be...
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles!
Yes, that is correct. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a cooperative and competitive board game. So for anybody who's played the Conan board game or the Batman Adventures board game, it's similar to that where you can do competitive mode with one player controlling the enemies and up to 4 players playing as the hero characters. The TMNT Adventures does include just pure cooperative mode, which is nice, so you don't only have to play it with the competitive mode. Because she'd be upset I probably have to beat her.
You play the villain.
Well, you can play the villain.
I know, but it'd be too complicated for me.
But just to kind of go, we want to go a little bit over the rules of the game before we start, just so everybody's on the same page. The gameplay is kind of unique for the dice rolls and things that you do to start the game. So we want to go over things just a little bit before we start. And then we're going to do the first tutorial game. We'll see how long it takes us. My guess is we'll get through kind of the setup, the instructions, how to play, and then probably start and finish the mission, I'm hoping, the first tutorial mission. And I doubt we'll get to the second one tonight, but if, you're interested, let us know, drop us a line, and we'll do more. Anything you want to say before I go into rules and things while I'm getting my phone stuff set up?
Sure. Let's see. I'm not going to be talking for the next section because it's all about rules. The only thing I can tell you is what the different types of terrain are. So, since as you can see on our board right here, there are multiple different colors. Like we have orange over here, yellow, red, and blue. So these each have a different classification. So the yellow is called slow terrain. The red is rough terrain. Blue is elevated terrain, and orange is unstable terrain. Each of the different terrains has a different thing that happens. And I'm not sure which rule for slow terrain we're going because I think we found 3 different ones.
Yeah,
slow terrain?
The book wasn't really clear, but I think we're going to stick with one where the yellow square, so if you'll see like over here by the train cars, this is actually a yellow area. Each square within that yellow area, we're designating as slow terrain, so it would take us 2 movement to enter into the square and then to move into the next square. Once you move out, though, you don't have to worry about the extra movement cost. So, for example, for our character here at the front here, who is Donatello, he would have to have 2 movement, and fall over apparently. He'd have to have 2 movement, another 2 movement, and then 1 more movement to get out of it. So he'd have to have 5 total movement points or movement actions to get out of that square.
Because you get this little terrain guide right here, and what it says is that it's 1 move point plus 1 move point to enter space. So I think you're right when you say I think it's going to be every single one adds another space, which makes sense.
That's what I think too. So. And
the red, like I said, rough terrain. It immediately ends your current move action. So if you go to a red spot, you can't move any further. Elevated terrain means that, well, you have to climb or fall to get on top or get down from it.
Yep. And
it also helps with range and line of sight are different rules for them. Like for range, if you're going from elevated to low, you don't get any penalties, but if you're going low to elevated, you actually have to pretend they're +2 spots away from you. And then we also have unstable terrain, which means the figures cannot end their turn action in unstable terrain.
Yeah, you won't be able to see that very well. It's the orange terrain. It's actually all the way on the right side of the screen.
Right here, there's one of them.
Yeah, that's an orange terrain.
I have a random...
You said red terrain too? I missed if you did.
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay,
red
good.
Is...
Good. We should be all covered on the terrain. Now, there's a few other terrain things you can't really see just because of the way the map's set up.
Can I put a KO everywhere we can't enter? Since we're not using KO tokens for anything else.
Okay.
Thank you. So, the problem with this map is that there are places with a black outline that you can hardly see that you can't go into. And they're columns in this subway area, so they're going to be marked off with these KO tokens, because it's been annoying me every time we play, because you can't see it in the subway.
So one thing with the game, how the game works is enemy...
Okay, that's all I care about.
Yeah. Enemy figures will not move or do an action unless they actually have line of sight to an enemy. So based on the ruling, which is the way it says in the book, if the enemy can't see us, they're just going to kind of sit there and wait for us to come in their range. So, for example, on this map, the turtles are all at the left side over here.
Right down here.
And we're trying to get to the person that's all the way up near the red area.
With the big
Alapex. Yeah, all the way up at the end there. But Alapex will not move until we get into line of sight. Now, line of sight, as far as I can tell, does not have a range. So you measure line of sight with a center square to another center square. So as long as you don't go through any black areas, which just for the stream we designated as KO lines. So, for example, anywhere where that line is right now, in theory, Alapex would have line of sight to. So if we put any character on that straight line from Alapex's thing all the way up to the train car or right on the edge of the train car here, Alapex would have line of sight and would, in theory, then start moving. But that would also mean the gunners and there's also a foot ninja would also be able to start moving at the same point. And they only get line of sight when they move. So if you pass by them, they don't know you're there. So you can kind of go in front of their line of sight, through their line of sight, and unless they're active, they won't see you. So
I find it really funny that you can just sneak right by them.
There does seem to be some sneaking elements in the game, so it just depends on how you play. And since this is only really our second or third time, we actually played this a couple times.
3 at least.
And we played the second mission a little bit as well, just to kind of get a feel for it, and realize that each time we were doing something wrong based on the rules. There are no other videos we really have online except for old videos from like a year ago where people were playing with
they're all different.
Very different cards. So yeah. So bear with us. If you see any mistakes, if you're watching the stream live, please point them out to us. We'll be putting this up on YouTube as well. If you see the mistakes on there, let us know, and we'll try to correct it in, the next streams that we do. But other than that, in terms of other rules, we want to go over the gameplay just a little bit so you understand how the gameplay works, because it is slightly different. If anybody has played games like Zombicide, where you summon monsters at spawns, this game does include that. However, in the first tutorial mission that we're playing, there are no extra spawns. We just have the map laid out as is, and we fight on the map. But for future missions, there are spawn points, which are designated. They say spawn. They're either red or green spawn points. And each round, enemies will spawn in if they've been killed like the previous round. If you killed some off, they actually spawn in at a rate of half the available figures. Divided by 2, rounded up, I believe?
Correct.
So subsequent maps will have more figures, but for this one, again, it's only going to be what you see on the board is what you get. Do you want to point out what all the figures are real quick?
Yes, I love doing that. Okay, so this one here, plus this one, and this one are called Thug Gunners. They have 3 movement, 1 attack, 2 defense, and 1 health. They also have a special ability, which is called Eagle Eye. If they can all attack the same figure, they just add up all their points. That's pretty much what it says. If they can all attack one figure, they will do it as a group because they like doing things as a group, and then all of their attack is added together.
Yep.
And then for the other characters we have this one, and this one. They are called Thug Brawlers. They get 2 initiative cards. So there's 2 cards in this stack right here for their initiative. Fun. So that means they get to go twice in 1 turn. And then we have this one, these 2 right here, and this one on top of the train car is called Foot Ninjas. If you know what TMNT is, you should know who they are. If you don't, they're ninjas of the Foot Clan.
The primary enemy for the turtles.
Oh, heck yeah.
Led by Shredder.
Which isn't here right now.
Which is not here right now.
And their ability is, if there are fewer than 4 Fit Ninja on the board at the start of the turn, they immediately spawn up to 4 more. They're also the second heaviest hitter in this game.
In the first mission.
In the first mission,
yes.
Sorry. With 2 attack, they move 3 times, they have 2 defense and 2 health. They suck, in my opinion.
Could be worse.
And then we have the guy in the back. Well, no, let me phrase it. We have the girl in the back.
Alapex.
She's also part of the Foot Clan.
She's actually up here. We left that card out since she's kind of like a boss character.
She's the one we have to kill.
Yeah, with the dial. Our objective is we have to defeat her, KO her, which means remove all her hit points by the 6th turn, I believe.
Yep.
And we have a round tracker up here.
You probably can't see it very well, but it is there.
It's on the number 1, so we're going to move it down. Number 6 is right here. It only has 8 on it total.
So Alopex is able to move 4 spots, attacks for 2, a defense of 3, and 13 health. Her abilities, and she has 2 of them. One of them is that she's able to move twice in one turn and not have to go through slow terrain with any problems, and elevator terrain are no problems. And then her second ability is that when you attack her, you have to roll one of these 6-sided die right here. And if she gets a shield, she evades the attack. I say this now. It sucks. Especially when you're doing a giant attack that could do 8 hit points, and she evades it.
Yep. We've had that happen a few times. So.
Twice.
Yep.
To me.
Also, the one difference, the generic enemies, so the regular monsters, get 2 actions per round, whereas the boss leader characters actually have 3 actions per turn. And the regular enemies only get 1 move, and then some other action, attack, or a special ability if they have it. In our case, though, Alopex gets 2 moves, because that's on her card, and then she can still attack if she has a chance to. So if she is next to you at the beginning of a turn, when she comes up, you could be attacked 3 times in a row with her. So it could be dangerous.
And I also should mention that these are not regular characters. They're called minions.
Minions, thank you.
Because those are different than other characters, because we also have like Machine, Tiny, and Giant. And they all have special abilities that go along with them. So
we won't talk too much about those probably until we get to that area, I would think. So right now we'll just focus on the tutorial. The other thing that helps in the cooperative mode that is different from competitive. Competitive mode, since it's player versus player, right? The heroes go first all the time, and then the villain goes. The villain goes by drawing cards. So they have a deck of cards, in your hand. So you'd have, not that this would be the correct deck right now, but they would have a deck of cards. They would play abilities, and the ability card tells you which monster they're moving and how they're moving and what they're doing. Mm-hmm. So that's the one difference with competitive. In cooperative mode, we don't have that, right? So we have these cards up here with these 3 exclamation points. That's called the initiative deck. We will draw one of those. Did you shuffle that, by the way? We're going to shuffle again just to make sure.
I'm going to show you what this does first, because I have to shuffle this anyways.
Okay, that's fine. So what we do is we would turn over the card and see what the card is. In this case, it is a Thug Gunner. So all the Thug Gunners that have line of sight to one of our heroes would have a turn. And that would be like a shotgun. They have a pistol. But
I don't care. Here's my answer.
Wow. Virtual headshot with an invisible shotgun.
It's not virtual. We're not playing a video game.
So what we're doing is, after they would all go, so if they have line of sight, they would go. They'd move. If they have line of sight again, they're not in range. Then we'd flip over the next card. So in this case, we then would have a foot ninja. All the foot ninjas would go, and so on and so forth. Eventually, a turtle would come up. Oh, Thug Brawler. Well, it should be Alopex next. It is. All the enemy cards except for one.
Leonardo. Thug Brawler left. Leonardo is my character. Me, I got the 2 favored turtles.
She has Leonardo and Raphael, and I get Michelangelo and Donatello.
And we all have special abilities.
Which we can go into briefly before we start. But what I was trying to explain was, with the initiative deck, when the turtle comes up, the turtle would then use all their dice actions, which we'll show you how the rolling works in just a second. And once they're done with all their movement or attacks or ranged abilities or whatever they have, movement, then the next card would be flipped. So now dice work. So
can I roll my dice?
Sure, go ahead and roll, and then put them in the middle, and we'll kind of explain how things work.
Well, I got a suck roll. I should tell you this now.
So what you do is all the heroes, no matter if they're the turtles or the other heroes, they actually have special dice that are all color coordinated.
Oh, yeah.
You want to roll Raph's too? Okay.
Might as well. We're going to have to show them how sharing dice works.
Yeah, we're not rolling these right now for the gameplay, but we just want to show how it works.
Thank heaven, they're suck.
What happens is you have 4 heroes in most maps. Some can have less, some can have more. In this first one, we have 4 characters that we play as, all the 4 turtles. And you actually kind of play them in a square. It might sound a little confusing. But, so right now we have Raphael all the way on Cat's right, and then we have Leonardo here. We have Michelangelo here, and then Donatello over at the end. So Donatello actually shares one of his dice to Raphael all the way at that end, because it's kind of like in a circle, right? And then Raphael will also share one to Donatello, and then Donatello will share one to Mikey. Mikey will share one with Donatello. Mikey will share one with Leonardo, and so on and so forth.
So pretty much in our case, Raphael can't share with Michelangelo, and Leonardo can't share with Donatello.
Correct.
That's it.
Correct. So what happens is, these right now will be Leonardo and Raphael. So with Leonardo, she would choose one of the dice to help Raphael with. And so in that case, if this was the lineup she was doing, she would give Raphael here a ranged attack, so he would get an extra ranged icon. And then Leonardo is being given a sword icon for more melee attack.
Yeah, so that's how it works. So this is a little ranged token.
Yeah, I might not be able to see it with the glare, sorry. It's a single shuriken icon. The green is kind of dark.
Really pale.
Yeah, they need like a black icon or something to make me see it easier, I think.
Yeah, they're probably going to be useful for these.
Yeah. And then what happens is, I didn't roll for Mikey yet, but as just for an example, if I roll with Mikey, let's say if Leo's going to move in and do a bunch of attacks, I could give him another melee.
If he rolls one.
If I rolled one on Michelangelo, I could give him another melee to get extra attacks. But, maybe Leonardo rolled, let's say if he rolled this. He has no movement. Maybe with Michelangelo, instead I share a movement to help him get around the map some easier.
And there is a special thing you can roll on these dice. Mm-hmm. It is actually the yin-yang. It's called chi. Mm-hmm. For chi, you can get a focus back, which is these little tokens here.
They help you do 3 rolls, and if you don't like your 3 rolls of the dice you roll at the very beginning, you can actually roll all of them, or some of them. You don't have to re-roll all of them. You get to choose how many to roll.
And the chi also can give you back health if you're low on health.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that case, you roll one of the black die, like so, and however many of the actual hit symbols you get, that's how much health you get back.
Yep.
So, you could get 2, 1, or none if you get a shield. It's called a miss block, but it still works.
So you also have...
Oh, and it also means that you can change chi to whatever you want,
yes.
so you get to choose.
That is
so
true.
most of the time when it comes to Leonardo, I go for double swords, because he's a melee character.
Yeah, each turtle has a different double symbol, you could say. So Raphael has double shurikens for 2 ranged attacks, essentially, or making a 1 ranged attack more powerful. Leonardo has double swords. Michelangelo has double move. And Donatello has a shell icon with a sword, so you get a melee attack plus a defense.
And the other character that we're not playing right now is Casey Jones. Mm-hmm. He has a double sword, and he does not actually have a blocking icon.
Right.
He has 2 different movements you can choose from on the dice.
Gotcha.
I figured that out when I was looking at him earlier. I was like, he must be different from Leonardo. How? And I realized he doesn't have block.
There you go. So the other thing that we have in the first mission is you have a couple skills with each turtle. So it's the skill number on their card, -1 for the tutorial because they're not spawning extra minions in. So the way skill cards work is you would pick a card, you can only use 1 each turn for your character, but you have to spend the symbols up here in the top left corner, if there are any. If there aren't any, it's free. You want to show that one off?
This one has no symbols.
Yeah. That one's just like a passive ability you would get whenever you fulfill its conditions. But for something like this one, you'd have to spend that amount of dice in order to do the attack. So you want to keep that in mind if you're playing to set up so you can do those attacks if you think you want to try to do them. So,
yeah, so Donatello and Michelangelo have 2 of those cards to choose from in the tutorial mode. Leonardo gets 3 and Raphael gets 1. Which makes sense because Leonardo is the leader, and it kind of makes sense to have that, I think. And Raphael is the heavy hitter of the bunch, so he gets 1 less skill, but he gets to actually do more damage than all the other turtles.
Yep.
Reason why he's awesome.
Yes, she likes it quite a bit. So,
especially when I can throw shurikens at people. Just be like, die!
That's pretty much all you do in the game with Raphael.
Yes! It's how I almost killed Alopex last time.
She did, yeah. What'd you do, like 10 damage to Alopex with range or something?
Well, I did like 3 damage with Leonardo melee, and then I did a range attack, and I got like almost all doubles. And be like, die, fool! So
there are probably a few other rules we're leaving out, but hopefully we'll just kind of go over them as we play. So for anybody who's just joining the stream now, in case you skipped over part of the tutorial, we've been going for about almost 20 minutes, it looks like. So here are the highlights. We're going to now roll our dice, decide what we're going to do. You do get to talk about that as a group, so you can kind of plan out your moves ahead of time. Now, the only problem with that, of course, is the enemies still get to move. So if they're
I need to reshuffle.
I already shuffled.
Oh, okay.
I was doing that while we were talking.
Aww.
If the enemies come up, sometimes your plans might get a little ruined or a little screwed up. So, for example, if you're going to be like, I'm going to do a bunch of range attack with Raphael, and then enemy moves and stands right next to you, you can't do range attack. Unless you move.
Sucks.
Yeah. Like I said, there are a few other rules we'll kind of go over as we play. The other action that's in the book, and we're playing it for book rules, although online I saw somebody say something different. There are rules for climbing and jumping. You can jump up to 3 squares. You want to read them? Okay.
Yes, still
Cat's gonna read
because they're my general terms list.
Cat's going to read the movement.
Okay,
actions.
So movements you can take obviously would be normal movement, and characters get a different amount, and they can move as much as they possibly can with their movement dice that they can roll or get from another character. But you also have these special icons, such as take cover, climb, crouch, leap, grind, and throw small object. These are all actions you can take, and they all cost a different amount. Except for a small throw object. Small throw object is you pick the thing up and you throw it like it's melee.
Yep.
That's fun, I must say. I can't wait to try that out when we get to it. We haven't tried it yet, though. I'm sad now. Okay, so take cover uses 2 move icons. So does climb and crouch. These things, take cover means that you can get behind covered terrain, and it gives you more defense.
Which, by the way, we don't have on this map. We don't have covered terrain.
It's on this.
It's a green border, I think, isn't
it?
Yes, green border.
And then you have climb, also 2 move actions, which means you can climb from lower terrain to elevated terrain.
Or from upper terrain down to low terrain.
Yes, that is also another thing you can do. Then crouch means that you can, while adjacent to cars, dumpsters, or roadblocks, the figure can begin new action, which means that you can't be seen in line of sight. That was simple. I should have just said that.
But again, we'll kind of go over some of these terms and things as we play, so why don't we go ahead and roll our dice and explain to people how we're picking our dice and what we're doing, and then go from there?
I'll say leap real quick, because that's going to come
up. Okay, leap will come up. We did use leap quite a bit in here. So.
Okay, leap means that you can move up to 3 spaces in a straight line, ignoring breakaway.
Oh.
Slow terrain and rough terrain.
We should also mention that this game uses diagonal and orthogonal to move. So you can move in any square around you, which costs 1 movement. You don't have to move only in a straight line orthogonally. So we could actually jump diagonally if we wanted to, and that would still count the same space. What?
Ignore breakaway, slow and rough terrain, and line of sight.
For what?
Leap.
Oh.
You don't have to see the spot. I could leap from here. Well, from here to there.
No, you can't leap up.
I know, but I mean in general, I can leap through from here to there. We don't need line of sight, except I think it can't go through black.
Yeah, I don't think you can go through black, so I don't think that would work.
No, I wish it did. Oh well, I'm over it now.
Okay. So, do you want to start rolling your dice and figure out what you want to do, and then we'll kind of go from there?
Dice I can do.
Actually, it's not terrible, though.
It's not terrible for me, considering I normally roll crap.
That was Leonardo's dice.
Here's rats.
Oh.
Double movement. Are you kidding me?
So do you want to use a token to reroll rafts? A focus token?
I don't know.
Or do you want to just leave it now and see what happens?
Leave it now and see what happens.
Okay. I'll go and roll for Michelangelo. Well, I can... Unfortunately, not give anything to Raph because I got double move. I can give one to Leo if you want.
I'll take the movement for Leo.
So I ended up with 4 movement with Michelangelo and a sword.
Well,
and
use some of that.
Donatello. I got a bunch of melee with Donatello.
I think you need a movement. Well, probably a good thing Raph got some movement, but you also got some...
Well, I can give movement to both of...
Yeah, I kind of want that.
Leonardo, double movement for Leonardo and double movement. So what we're doing now is we're going to grab the extra little tokens we have. Like, that's double movement. I'm going to give that now to Donatello, and you got one for Leonardo.
What would you like for Michelangelo? More melee?
Yeah, I'll take a melee.
Double melee? I've got a 2 dice.
Sure, if you want. It's fine with me. And I'll go ahead and give a melee and shield to... Michelangelo from Donatello. And what would you like? Do you want a ranged? Because I got 1 chi.
Sure.
I got the cheese. My cheese on. Okay. So you got a range now for Raphael.
Yeah, what do you want for Donnie? Yeah. I've got movement and range.
I mean, I'm giving him a double movement, so... If you want... Well, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to move and attack, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could jump up 2 squares, but... Then I won't be able to move anymore, so...
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling.
If you want, just give me a range, I guess, and we'll see where we end up.
I think I'm going to give more movement to Leo, because that's all I can do.
Fair enough. Actually, I'll tell you what. Switch mine. I changed my mind. Actually, it's not going to help.
Nope, not really.
No, it's not. Still not going to get anywhere. Never mind. You're good.
I know.
If you want to switch to move, though, instead for Donatello, give me a move. I'll take a move instead. Change my mind. Can you give me a move?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still going to give a move to Leo, so I'm at least...
That's fine.
Nope, I don't want to do that.
Because I got a plan now, so...
I don't want to do
I got the plan, I think.
Can I switch spots with Michelangelo?
What do you mean?
Leonardo.
Okay.
Still the same distance for you.
It's fine. I don't care. All right, so we've chosen our dice. We have the 5 dice results, basically, we're going to be able to use now in our mission. Anything else? There's actually an intro, which I haven't read yet, so we probably should read the intro. We are playing the tutorial campaign, which is called Something Stinks. Out for a night on patrol, the turtles notice something fishy in the subway station. Alopex and the Foot have gathered some of the local thugs, and are they sparring? Break up their little meeting and find out what's going on.
Yee-hee.
There are some rules, strengths, objectives, and victory information. Most of the red text is if you're playing competitive, because it has villain, like how the villains win, things like that. So if you're doing cooperative, generally you just read the green part of the text. So like heroes have skill modifier -1. The heroes win if Alopex receives a KO token, meaning we deal 13 points of damage to Alopex. And then it tells us what we do if we beat the mission. Sometimes you get rewards in between missions. So you might get like an ally that can help you, or another bonus, maybe focus or something, I think, later on. Okay? Anything else we need to do?
Draw the initiative card.
Okay. So, first turn, drawing the initiative card.
Michelangelo.
Sweet.
Cowabunga.
All right. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Let's see here. You know, when we go, we probably should explain what each turtle's power is.
Thank you. I was waiting for that. When
we start their turn. So I'll go ahead and start with Michelangelo, since he's up. Once per round, during his turn, Mikey may move 1 space for free. So I can move 1 space in any direction. As far as I know, it doesn't matter if it's into...
It doesn't say ignore something?
It says for free, ignoring all non-blocking terrain effects and breakaway rules. So essentially, I can move 1 square for free as long as I don't try to move into a black square, which we marked on the map as the KO squares.
Make or the OK squares for you guys to see.
Yeah, just to make it easier for you to see. So...
My idea.
I don't know if I'm going to do that right now.
Gonna get...
You know, I actually wonder as well, I don't know if the rule works. I'll have to look up and see if that would actually allow me to climb something. Because technically it only says ignoring all non-blocking terrain effects and breakaway rules.
Yeah, actually.
Is climbing considered a blocking? I'm not sure. So if anybody knows out there, let us know. That would be helpful. Because I'm not 100% on that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend... Oh, and he has another ability, sorry. His second part of the ability is terrain moves cost Mikey 1 less move action, which means jumps cost me 1 less and climbing costs 1 less. So what I'm planning on doing with him is I'm going to jump 3 squares to the right, based on your screen, which is going to put me right at the bottom of the subway car, and it's going to make me use 1 move icon. Well, I can't jump. That's why I was over there. What were you going to do?
I can't do what I was planning to do anyways, so...
That's why I was there, was I was jumping across. So Sorry, we put the turtles back where I had them originally. So Mikey's going to jump across the gap and spend... actually, I got to spend 1 movement for that. 1 whole dice. You can't split the dice up, unfortunately. So if I have like 2 movement on here, I'm doing the action that is only going to take me 1 move icon. I can't use both. I can't save the other one for later. I have to use it all in 1 action. So unfortunately, I lose the rest of that dice. And because the card, to me, doesn't say... It says I ignore all non-blocking terrain effects. I don't see why I can't use the 1 free move to go in and climb up.
I don't either.
So I'm going to use that free movement now and climb up diagonal so I can be next to both... No, diagonal.
Sorry.
So I can be next to both those enemies because that way the gunner has to move.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He does because he can't do a range attack. And then there's no way for him to hit anybody if he moves. I just hope he doesn't go next because then Raph won't have anything to hit.
Yep. So now I'm planning on... I could use low blow, which gives me a +3 melee strike. Who would you rather me kill? The Foot Clan, probably?
Heck yeah!
Okay.
They're a pain in the butt.
So I'm going to use 2 of my move icons and 1 sword. I'm going to play low blow card, my skill card.
Ooh.
Which I get to make an attack +3. So for me, I have attack of 1 on my card. So I get 4 dice I get to roll. And enemies rolling to defend against this strike only block with double hits. If the defending enemy is AI controlled, that enemy blocks or rolls dice equal to half their block attribute rounded up. So he gets to roll 1 die to defend, and if he rolls double hit, he gets 1 defense.
Yep.
So hopefully, as long as I don't have a really bad roll, I'll kill him. It's actually okay, because now he gets to roll. So what? Here's how, when you attack, here's what happens. So I rolled 2 shields, okay, 1 single hit and 1 double hit. So the single hit and double hit are what count. If I wanted to, I could spend a focus and re-roll, let's say, the 2 shield dice and try to get more hits. In this case, because he only has a chance to get 1 defense with 2 hit points, I'm actually doing 3 points of damage minus the 1 roll he has to get any defense at all. So I don't need to spend a focus die.
Nope.
Would you like to roll?
I'm bad luck, but sure.
It doesn't matter. Even if he rolls double, which you didn't, she rolled a single hit. He actually did not defend the hit, takes 3 hit points of damage, which kills him.
Minus his 2 defense. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't get any defense at all.
Correct. That's why I did the low blow.
I forgot about that.
So he's dead. That's why I said it doesn't matter what you roll.
Die, fool.
Even if you roll double hits, I would have still done 2 damage to him and he would have still died.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, when enemies die, you don't get any rewards. There's no experience or anything that you get for beating them. You just...
Skill or focus or health.
Yeah.
None of that.
Nope. They just go away off the map. Now, in the normal maps where you have spawn rules, now that he's off the board, the next turn he would come back in to a spawn point if there are any available that are empty. But, again, in the first mission, there is no spawning. Now...
Yeah, even the ninjas whose special abilities...
I have 1 melee attack left, which was from Donatello with a melee plus a shield. So I'm going to use that now to try to do a 2 damage attack against the gunner, because I might as well use it.
Might as well.
Oh, wow.
Only you had 1 more dice.
What do I need?
1 more.
Oh, you need 3 to hurt him? He has 2 defense?
All of them are 2.
So he has 2 defense, which means it blocks both my hits. So...
Might as well just keep him alive for now.
You sure? You want me to try? I can do a focus, try to reroll.
There's no point to use a focus right now.
All right, we'll save the focus. I don't do any damage to the gunner, unfortunately.
Now give me the rotten pizza.
Why? Why do I need the rotten pizza? I didn't do any damage to him.
Right. He only has 1 health point.
Yeah.
I keep thinking he's a ninja and he only has 2 hit points and that you hurt him once.
All right.
Stop laughing at me.
I didn't laugh.
I heard you.
I didn't laugh.
Stop laughing.
I didn't laugh. Draw the next initiative card.
I don't believe you.
Alapex. Okay. So.
I'm watching you.
Alapex
can't do anything.
has no line of sight to a hero. Heroes on top of the high terrain, which is the blue border, you might not be able to see very well. By the way, I think somebody hit this a little bit. It's a little off.
Can I check to make sure he has no line of sight?
Okay, but you don't have to. Line of sight on elevated terrain. If from low terrain, meaning not on high terrain, if they're trying to look up at high terrain, they cannot see anybody on high terrain as long as it passes through a square of high terrain. So go ahead and show them from Alapex. You can go ahead and do it. She wants to use the laser level to show everything.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's better right there. So essentially, Alopex. In this case, though, Alopex does also go through one of the KO symbols that you can barely see, which means there's no line of sight because of blocking, but also because the blue square in front of the turtle on top of the train, right? Yep, where Cat put her finger. Those two. Those two are blocking from people below being able to see up high. So the only way you can see people on terrain above you is if they're right at the edge of the object. So low terrain can't see him. He is safe there. Alopex does not see anybody and therefore stands still and takes a nap. Next turn.
I wonder if she would take a nap.
I don't know. Oh.
Thug Brawler. No one is seen.
Yep, no one is seen because the Thug Brawler over here is blocking. The one up there doesn't have line of sight. So yeah, next card.
Foot Ninja. None see you.
Nope.
Just better
the
not
first few rounds are pretty boring, to be honest.
Raphael, yay! I can kill a stupid thug gunner.
It's actually really good if you have most of your bad guys on the first map go first because they can't see anybody if the turtles haven't moved, so you're pretty safe, I think.
Yeah, you're definitely safe.
Except the gunner. The gunner's the only one who can shoot anybody right off the bat, so.
Yep.
Which we normally draw like first or second, I feel like, but this time we didn't.
Always
so.
do.
Yay for the stream.
So I've got 2 movement. So know what? I'm moving 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm tempted to move one more spot closer, though.
So we probably should have pointed out range attacks. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, no, I was getting to it. I'm going to do it.
Do you want to do it? Okay.
Yes.
I will let Kat explain range attacks.
I'm the one who does range. Everybody else does melee.
She loves her range attacks, so.
Duh.
Nah.
Uh-huh.
Come on.
Okay, so we're just going to go right there because it makes it easier on me.
So explain range attacks for everybody.
Okay, so the way range attacks works is that, well, I'm planning to use hurl side because it makes sense.
You're going to use the bill, but explain basic rules of range.
Okay, so your range attack is how many sides you have. I have 3 in this case.
It's not a sai, it's a shuriken, but...
I just heard it afterwards, I did.
Yes, the sai its hurl sai is Raphael's attack, but
Thank you.
It's still a shuriken icon.
Thank you. Plus whatever your attack power is on your card. In this case, it's 2 for Raphael, so I'd be rolling 5 dice. The other thing with range is that if the enemy is more than 2 spots away from you, you get a negative towards yourself. Yes.
4. Keep going. Almost there. You get a negative what? Yeah. How do you determine what the negative number is?
You get a negative 1 for every spot farther than 2.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to help. And elevation.
Yes, and the elevation rule. Elevation adds +2 if you're attacking from low to elevated. That means they are technically 2 spots farther from you.
So it treats anybody above from like where she is now would normally be 2 squares, but because he's elevated, they're treating it as 4 squares away.
Yep. Fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll now?
Well, now you need to explain your card because right now you would have a -2 to hit. And the way the -2 to hit for range means is whatever dice she would roll and rolled, you would take away basically 2 of the hits from hitting anything.
Or just 1 in this case.
No, it would still be 2, right?
It's only 1.
How is it only 1?
1, 2, 3.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You don't count the spot you're in, though.
You're not counting the spot. You're counting the spot it takes to get them. You're 2 squares away from them. And you have to add 2 squares for elevation.
Oh, yeah.
1 square would be melee range, so.
You're right.
She forgot already. So sad.
Whatever.
In this case, you also cannot attack, which you didn't specify, you cannot use range attacks when you're directly melee to the opponent you're trying to attack. You have to move away. The only caveat with that is if you were below them and elevation is above you, you can strike with a normal melee or normal range attack.
Yeah. Oh, and also something, since you were talking about this earlier, is saying what our ability is. Mine is enraged. When Raph's life is 5 or below, he no longer needs to pay focus to reroll his battle dice when attacking or defending. But so far, I haven't used this ability once because I haven't gotten anywhere near 5. I've only gotten 1 hit point less than my actual maximum hit point. It was last time we played. Now I'm going to perform Hurl Sai, which uses 2 shurikens, and I perform obviously a range action. We're throwing a Sai, obviously.
Which, by the way, you don't have to go collect after you throw it.
No, which I love.
That must be your backup size. You just keep like 12 of them in your shell.
12? I think I'd need more than that by now.
No, you might. I don't know. You throw a lot at Alopex normally, so. Yeah.
Raph makes an attack +3 range strike that does not weaken for the first 4 spaces. So I use 2 shurikens and I do +3 plus my normal, which is plus my main damage, which is 2. So I'm rolling 5 dice and I don't get a negative. So screw you, Gunner. I forgot what it was called for a second.
Someone's violent today. She really wants to kill that Gunner.
Yes, I'm always violent when it comes to killing things. Dang it!
And she had a very poor roll, by the way. Oh, we're using a focus. So you might want to bring them all on camera first before you show the reroll.
Yes, because they're downright horrible.
So we had 2 hits and 3 defense. So she is using a focus to reroll at least a 3 defense. Now, if you want to, you do have the option to roll all 5 dice again.
No.
I'm just telling the viewers who are going to watch this at some point that you can decide to reroll everything if you want to. So.
No, I don't want to.
I know that. Roll!
I'm rolling. Ha! I got 1 more point. Barely. I got 1 more point that I need.
So I got
1 point.
So, the Thug Gunners have 1 hit point, but they still have 2 defense.
Die.
So 2 of them get absorbed by defense, so these 2 kind of go away. She would do 1 point of damage to him, but they have 1 hit point, so he dies. Luckily, Thug Gunners are very weak for health. They're the weakest ones we have, right? Everybody else has at least 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Thug
Alopex
Brawlers
is the hardest.
Ninjas have 2. Yeah. Well, Alopex also has 3 defense, which is terrible.
Well, yeah, unless you've got a lot of melee range on you, it sucks.
Well, that's then when you do a big attack and then you roll a shield and then it evades everything.
Don't tell me that.
Well, I'm not saying you're doing it now. I'm saying that's what normally happens.
Yeah.
All right, so you still have stuff left, don't you?
I have a side left and I can't hit anything.
You don't have a Sai left.
Shuriken! I have a shuriken! I have a dang shuriken!
All right.
Stop laughing at me.
I was laughing that time for sure. I definitely was laughing that time.
Yes, so I said, stop laughing at me.
All right, so let's draw the next initiative card and see who's next. Because Raphael's turn is now over. Thug Brawler.
Okay.
They have nobody in line of sight, so Leonardo's up. What are you going to do with Leonardo?
Yay, I get to do crap.
Leonardo!
Okay, I'm leaping. 1, 2, 3.
All right, the leap used 2 move icons?
3.
Do you use 3 for?
3.
Okay.
It's 2 for Michelangelo. I think. Hold on. Yes.
No, so I actually was wrong earlier. I did use both those moves. I was thinking only the jump was 1 for him. I was thinking climb was 2 and jump is 3. I forgot which one was which, so.
Yeah.
It's fine. Go ahead. We're good. We're still in good shape.
And then I'm going to do Leaping Strike. For Leo leaps up to 3 spaces in a straight line, then he may make an attack +2 melee strike. Question is, where do I want to go? I'm thinking right there.
Go all the way up in front of them.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Because then I have 4 people that are coming after me.
So just for the viewers at home, so we can make sure we got all the rules correct for line of sight now. Line of sight does work on diagonal. So because she has a direct... You want to use the laser level
I always
again?
want to use the laser level.
So because the way the diagonals work, everybody on that line could attack Leonardo.
I've always wanted to double check this. Ha! He can't reach me.
I said he couldn't before.
I know, I wanted to double.
But anybody on direct diagonal or anybody on this side of the car in the slow area can hit Leonardo.
So these 3 plus this foot ninja. And that's it. That's all that can hit me.
Yep.
Ha! Alopex, you can't see me. Ha!
Which is kind of weird because you would think if the foot ninja in front of you starts running after an enemy to attack, you would think the ones around would somehow be like activated. But
it doesn't.
according to the rules, the enemies will not activate if they have no line of sight to an enemy. So
yeah, even if you attack one and if you move away so you're not in the line of sight, they won't come after you.
I guess that's true in theory, yeah.
We figured that out yesterday.
But in that case, it would be hard where Alopex is to move in, attack, and run away because there's no place to hide. Yeah. In this particular map, at least.
Yeah, he was fighting a thug brawler yesterday, and he moved away, so he was just like one spot of the thug brawler's line of sight, and the thug brawler didn't come after us. I found it hilarious that if you leave the spot after fighting a guy and he doesn't get hurt.
And it's possible we're playing that wrong, but I didn't see any of the rules in the rulebook and didn't see anything online about it. So if we are playing it wrong, please let us know.
I'm doing a +2 melee strike.
Against? Foot Ninja or Thug Brawler?
Foot Flippin' Ninja.
All right.
Because I hate them more.
She hates them smelly feet.
Duh. I need 1, 2, 3 dice.
You don't get to add extra things to that one?
Nope.
2 more damage? Oh.
Nope.
Bummer.
Wish I could.
Wow. Oh, I see a focus being used. You're just going to roll a 2 or all of them?
Just 2.
Okay.
I'd rather take the guaranteed hit.
By the way, you can only use focus once to reroll, and then you have to keep your next roll. So you don't get to keep using focus to get more attacks. So.
Don't laugh at me.
I didn't laugh that time. Well, I probably did. What happened in this case is she did get 1 more attack, but because of the 2 defense that the enemy has, she did not break through its shield to do any damage to him. So, unfortunately, he still has full health.
Screw you, ninja. Hand me the dice.
So you did, what was it, 2... So what do you have? 1 more...
1 more range and 1 more melee.
So you can do another melee attack against them? You are there.
Might as well.
You're unlikely to kill, but you only have 2 dice, so... Oh, she is really close. Well, you do get 1 damage to him.
Where's the rotten pizza? Oh, do you guys like a rotten pizza?
You might not be able to see it very well.
Oh, hold on. I'll give you a better piece.
Here, do
you like a rotten pizza?
You know, it's funny.
I like how it looks really yellow.
Orange. I know, right?
Here.
I got it. So this is the Turtles Pizza. Health counters. These were stretch goals, so when you get the normal game, you probably won't have the counters. You have a little pizza slices
that you have to put together.
That are 5 hit points if you put together, and they have small circles that are 5 of these. So that's how you track hit points normally. But we have the dials with the Kickstarter,
which are really nice, actually.
So we have the turtles and the villains. So
nasty pizza, nasty. Oh, and now we're doing a range attack
against
the brawler.
The one up here?
Yes.
Okay. So line of sight does allow you to go see through other players or throw through other players. Are you worrying about it?
Heck no! It's only 2 dice.
Okay. No damage.
I was thinking who would get lucky, but I don't have any luck right now. I've got a black cat's luck. Stop laughing at me in your head. See? Stop laughing at me.
I can't help it now. You started making jokes about yourself. Okay. Let's turn the next initiative card and see who it is. Who do we have left? Another Thug Brawler?
Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie and possibly a Thug Brawler, I think.
Nope, they already went.
The Shooter?
They haven't gone.
Okay.
See, that's who's next.
Gunner. So Thug Gunners currently don't have line of sight to any of us, so they won't go because she killed the only one that had line of sight to us.
Oh, and I forgot to say what Leonardo's power was.
Oh, do you want to go ahead and fix that now?
Sure.
Leonardo's
My power is called Leader. After action dice are rolled, which are colored dice, are rolled and any rerolls are made, Leo may trade 1 action die belonging to any friendly hero with an action die belonging to another friendly hero until the end of the round. So this is kind of helpful if you want to trade dice between Michelangelo and Raph or Leonardo and Donatello. Like, you definitely desperately need, like double
defense. Move or something, or yeah.
Desperately need defense for Leonardo, or desperately need, like, movement for Raph.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Donatello's special ability is at the end of each round, Donnie may either regain 1 focus for free or give 1 of his focus to another friendly hero of his choice. but you cannot exceed the maximum focus for that hero. So Donnie has 4 focus, Mikey has 2, Leo has 3, Raph has 3.
Yep, except they're both down by
1.
1. Yeah, 1.
Okay. I think I haven't used any for Mikey, so.
No, because I told you not to.
Yep, there's no point.
No.
All right, so Donatello. I think I'm going to use my single movement that I got from Raph and go diagonal into the yellow. Yep. And now I'm going to actually use... Actually, yeah, I can use my pole kick, which takes 1 move and 1 melee attack to jump 3 spaces and then melee. So I'm going to jump to the Thug Brawler, 3 squares diagonal, wrong character. 1, 2, 3. And now I'm going to attack him, and the pole kick is attack plus 3, but for each extra skateboard spent, I can do 1 more dice. So I have 1 extra skateboard I'm spending, so I get 5 dice. You have 4, I need 1 more. Thank you. Okay. So I did roll. Move all the dice so everybody can see. We rolled 4 hit symbols and 1 shield. Brawler has 2. Oh, don't throw him like that. You might break him.
Okay, fine.
He has a soft head.
Like heck he does. If anything, he's got soft legs because that's how the figures are made.
Possibly. So I did enough damage. I did 2 hit points of damage after getting through his 2 shield to actually kill him off. So he is now gone. And I do have...
Bye.
I have another melee, but I can't really use it. I have a 1 range token. I guess we'll try. I'll try to range your Foot Clan guy down.
Hit him.
So I need 2 dice. But I would need at least 3 hits total to kill him. So unlikely it's going to happen. Oh my god.
Screw you!
Victory!
Again! Screw you!
She just is cursing her bad dice rolling skills.
I'm not cursing yet.
Yes, she is.
No, I just said screw you. That's much better than what I could say.
Yes, it is. Okay, so I managed to do 1 damage to the Foot Ninja and actually ended up killing him. Now the only problem is the gunner.
2 of them.
Do you want to check and see if the Foot Ninja in the back has line of sight to where...
Yep, that's what I was wondering.
Donnie is? Yeah, we wanted to check. So we're going to check our line of sight here. We got to go from center of character to...
Nope, that one cannot see you.
Which one? I think that one can.
No.
Don't you think?
The very tip, it's hard to say. The other one, on the other hand, can definitely
Okay, well, that one definitely sees us. The other one may not. Actually, that one can see us too, that gunner.
Yeah, I already said that.
Yeah.
I said both gunners can see you, and then you're definitely seen by Backfoot Ninja, but I'm not really sure if you're seen by this one. It's like desperately on the edge.
It is. It's a tough call. So we'll make that call when we get there, because we might end up moving around anyway, and that could always change the next round. So do you want to shuffle?
I'll get the shuffling ready.
Oh, and she keeps hitting that train car. She just really hits that train car.
Whatever. Roll your dice.
Oh, so end of turn. This needs to go down because we're starting the second turn. I can also give to who? Who do you want it?
Raph or Leo. I don't give a crap.
You choose because it's your person. I don't care. I'm full over here, so.
Probably Leo, considering he's stuck in the middle of everything again.
All right, give Leo the extra focus. Let's get these dice out of the way because we are done with those.
Well, obviously done.
I'm going to go ahead and start rolling while you're shuffling. So we're going to roll here for Mikey. Wow.
Wow. The opposite of what he normally rolls.
Wow, yeah, no, I might have to...
Oh, Lord, that's
I think I'm going to focus to re-roll that because I don't like that.
Not at all.
Okay, it's a little better.
Better.
Now I rolled that with Mikey. We'll figure out what we're doing in a minute.
Ooh, I got chi.
You did.
And you just gave me focus.
I know, I did just give her focus.
Dang it, that makes me upset.
Oh, look at Donnie's.
That is
I got
nice
all kinds
chi.
of chi, but I can't. I have nothing to use it for right now.
Well, then you get to choose what you want.
True. Oh, he got his focus back too because Raphael also got a chi. Chi power.
Chi! I don't know what to do with my chi, though.
It's funny, we all have 1 shield this time.
Know what I also realized?
What?
The Raph and Leo rolled the same thing.
Oh, they did. You're right. They rolled the exact same roll. That's interesting. So what do you want to do?
I got no clue.
Wow, she's so mean. This is pretty much how it always is.
Dang right.
She'd be more mean if I was fighting against her, though, and she was losing.
My sister's laughing at me in the corner.
Well, that happens. Okay, do you need somebody to get movement? Do I need to give movement to Leo? Or are you okay without movement?
I think I'm good without movement.
Because then I might give movement over to Donnie, since I have no movement with Donnie.
I think that's probably a good idea, considering where you are at the moment.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'll try to move out of that square and probably melee something. So, what do you want for Wrath?
Definitely movements.
You want movement for Wrath?
I'm kind of stuck in a plot space where I kind of need some.
Alright, I'll give you a movement, and I'm going to give myself a melee and a shield. So I'm going to have two of those. I might actually...
Ooh, could I have the sword from Michelangelo?
For Leo? Sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That. What do you want from Michelangelo?
Well, I think I'm going to jump down from the train and probably attack. The gunner or the brawler is my thought.
Double siphon? Double sword?
Double siphon? What?
Yeah, I know what I said.
Double siphon? What is a double
Would you
siphon?
like a sword?
Yes, I'll take double swords, please. You could probably use double swords anyway for Leo.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying
more
right
melee
next to a
attacks, the
brawler.
better, right?
And there might be a foot ninja coming after me.
There might be.
Don't like that at all.
I like that. It's fun for me.
Oh, whatever to you. I don't know what to do with Raph, because Raph is in, like, the worst location to be.
Well, I mean, I gave you one movement.
Take a second movement. I can get 1, 2, 3, 4,
1,
5.
2. Yeah. That's about best you can move, I think.
I don't want to move there, though.
Well, I was actually wondering if I should move Donnie up to try to start drawing Alapex in, actually. Because we do need to start bringing Alapex towards
You know
us
what?
to attack.
We've already got, like, almost everybody coming on the board after us.
That's
do it.
what I was thinking, maybe.
Do it.
I mean, we'll see. That's going to depend on what Mikey's going to do, depending on how we move, so. I mean, we could thin out the herd a little bit more, I guess, before we start doing that. It all depends on the initiative card turn. Because if we get lucky, for example, and let's say Alapex goes first, Alapex has no line of sight to anybody, so won't move. And then we're clear with Alapex after that. We could go ahead and move in and kill all the remaining guys. Or at least try.
Yeah.
You good?
Uh-huh.
We all set?
I think so. How much is it to move through how much is it to move through an enemy?
You can't move through an enemy.
Dang it, okay. That's all my question.
That was another rule, actually, we didn't talk about in the beginning of the game. In this game, you're not allowed to move through allies. However, if there's a space open and two allies are diagonal from each other, you can move between them diagonally. Because you can apparently squeeze through the space. It says that in the book.
Ooh, I do have one question.
Yes.
Are you sure you want the movement for Donnie? Since you're probably moving pretty far anyways. Do you want anything else? Is my question.
I see. I don't need the movement. If you want to give me something else, that's fine.
I got a melee. I don't really want to waste all the melee on Leo, because he can't really move anywhere.
All right, I can do that if you want.
Also, because then I get some melee on Leo, so I can move around a little bit.
You mean movement on Leo?
Yeah, I know where it is. Yeah. I can't control my mouse.
The other movement rule we neglected to mention earlier was if you're adjacent to a target or multiple targets, in order to break away from them, you have to spend 1 extra movement point. So for Leo being next to the Thug Brawler, instead of costing 1 square to move away, it would be 2. And actually moving into the slow terrain would actually cost 3 movement for the first movement.
Oh, yeah.
So she could move 1 square over, I guess, with 2 cost of movement, and that would get you out of line of sight from the foot ninja. But I don't think it's going to matter.
Nope.
Although there was something in the book as well, though, that if an enemy knows an enemy is going to come behind them, they will move out of the way if they have enough movement to allow somebody else to move in. So we'll see if we get that to work right or not.
Let's play ball.
All right. Initiative flip. Thug Brawler, of course. So that Thug Brawler is going to attack you, Leonardo.
Where's my defense die?
So, the way attacks work in cooperative, you look at the damage the monster is doing, or the character's doing. In this case, it is what, 2?
1.
1 damage. 1 damage from the monster is a guaranteed hit. She can roll defensive die based on her defense on her card and any shield icon she has in her dice pool, and to try to roll a defense icon of the shield to negate the damage.
Watch me get none.
She probably will. Nope, she got one.
Seriously?
Slightly off camera, but there it is.
I got all double hits except for the 1 shield.
That would have been an awesome attack.
Don't tell me that.
Well, you know it would be an awesome attack. I don't have to
You're
tell
laughing
you.
at me again.
I wasn't laughing. I was smiling. It's different.
You're laughing in your head.
So, the 1... No, I wasn't. The 1 shield negates the 1 damage the brawler would have done. But, no. Because she's next to the brawler, he gets 2 actions. Therefore, he gets another attack. Now, the other thing was, though, that it did say in the book that if another person can move to get in there and attack, they would move out of the way, but I don't think he would move in this case. He'd probably just attack you. And she rolled 2 shields, which are off camera slightly, but we'll move them.
They're all off camera.
She did get 2 shields,
get hit.
which prevents the damage. Yep. The second thug brawler's up.
Give me the dice.
Go. Whoa. Go, go, go. 2 shields. You saw 1 on camera, so that was good enough. Second attack. Those are off camera, so... 2 shields. 3 hits. So 2 shields prevents the damage. Next enemy.
Can't be a thug brawler now.
No, but it's a foot ninja.
Screw you.
So that 1 foot ninja is going to move closer, but he can't get through.
Nope, because he only got 3 movement.
So he's going to move up to there.
Yeah, because he doesn't really want to move any spots closer, because then he just wastes
He'd be out of line of sight, too.
That too.
So it's actually convenient they can't move through other characters. For us, it helps. Ow. That sounded like it hurt. I could hear that all the way over here. You probably heard it on camera. We now have a neck injury or shoulder injury. I don't know what that was. Something popped. Something popped out of place. That's all I know. Luckily, and it wasn't me this time. I'm the older one, so if you couldn't tell.
I'm a little baby.
Oh, shut it. Okay. Foot ninja's done, so let's get the next... Actually, no, wait. Didn't we say that foot ninja in the back can see Donnie?
Yes.
So let's move him up behind the gunner, right?
1?
No, can't move through.
Yeah.
Can Alapex? Alapex can move through, right?
Didn't say they could.
I'll have to look at that one later. Okay.
I thought enemies could move through other enemies, so...
No. It's in the book. Figures can't move through other figures.
Then yeah, Alapex might be stuck there.
Okay. Well, he can't see anybody anyway, so... Now the foot ninjas are done moving. Let's flip the next card.
Leonardo. Okay. What shall I do? Oh, what shall I do? Oh, what
I don't know. What do you want to
do? I think I'm going to attack him with 3 dice.
Attack who with 3 dice? The brawler?
Yeah.
Is that all you want to spend? Just 3 dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
It's up to you. You can also pile on a bunch of damage to make sure you kill him. What?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's up to you. You could use 2 of them and do at least, what, 4 damage? Or, no, 5 damage? Wait. It's more than 3 anyway, isn't... Oh, no, it's 1 attack. Oh, I see what you're doing. Were you going to save 2 of them for something?
Yeah, to attack somebody else with movement. Move somewhere and attack.
Okay.
I as well do what I want.
You're going to focus? 1 focus was spent. We got 1 double hit, but 2 minus... Oh, look at that. You actually got it. Look at that. She actually rolled 4. That's what she needed. The Thug Brawler is now kaput.
Where should I move to?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? Because if you move diagonal and attack, let's say, the Foot Ninja, Alapex is going to come up and attack you.
Uh-huh. Not doing that.
Okay.
1, 2.
All right. So now the Gunner.
Yeah.
Okay. Thug Gunner now. She has to roll at least 3 hits to kill him. And she did not get it. She got 2 hits.
Meh.
You going to leave it there, or do you want to reroll? Oh, spending a second focus now. Oh, she got it. Scooch, scooch, scooch. 3 hits. The Thug Gunner is now kaput.
It also means that the foot ninja's already gone. You can't come any closer.
That's correct. Well, he doesn't have line of sight to you anyway. Neither one does now.
Yeah, no, they don't. Just too dumb.
Because you're hiding, you're skulking behind that little column.
Yeah, I'm skulking.
You are such a skulker. All right.
Is that a character from somewhere?
What?
Skulker.
I don't know. Might be. I don't pay attention to who you're hanging out with.
I don't hang out with anybody except my phone for fan fiction and Crunchyroll for anime.
Okay,
Or
then.
Hulu.
Or who?
Or Hulu or Netflix.
Hulu?
Just a TV show.
All right, so give me, do you want me to go after the Thug Brawler or the Gunner? I was thinking maybe the Gunner.
I see the Gunner because they're more of a pain in the butt.
They didn't come up yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. Then I guess, can you give me the one free movement diagonal? Yep, towards the Gunner. And then I'll use my 2. Is it one? No, it's 1 to climb down, right?
1 to climb down.
That's fine. Just put me a diagonal. Right there's probably good, don't you think?
Yep.
So I'm going to move there. And now I will attack. I might as well use all my attacks. Actually, I could do I'm going to use my double chuck ability. My double chuck will use 1 sword, which is going to use 1 of the swords, and I have 3 left. And I'm going to get 2 attack +1 attacks, +1 die to both strikes per additional katana spent. So I get, what is that, 5 dice?
Yep. Again?
Actually, you know what?
I'd go after the brawler.
No. Move me between both of them. Because I can do 2 attacks. So I'm going to move between them instead. And I'm going to get 5 dice on both attacks.
Yep.
And I'll spend all my melee to try to do both strikes.
Hit the brawler, daddy!
Well, the first one.
The brawler is dead.
The brawler's dead. So that was 6 hits there total.
Die.
Next one was not so good. I rolled 4 shells.
Terrible.
So we're going to use my last focus for Mikey. And reroll these 4. See if we can get the Gunner. And we got him. Don't even have to show you the other one that rolled off camera. It's a shell. We got 5 damage right there. Gunner is dead.
Good for you.
Yeah. Go, Mikey, go, Mikey, go. All right, I'm done.
Good for you.
Next card. Donatello. All right, so Donatello, what is he going to do? Things have changed a little bit now, dynamic-wise. Alopex on it or not?
Nope.
I think it's better just go and move in, though, don't you think?
Yep.
Shall I move up and start working on the foot ninjas?
Duh.
Okay, then why don't you move me? I can move what? I have double. I have 3 movement dice. So you can move me, I guess, between the two KOs in front of the 2 foot ninja. What do you think? Would that be the best spot?
Yep.
That actually still leaves me with
agree to
1
Mikey.
movement, so I might be able to do something else, huh?
Said I agree with Mikey T. Says kill him.
Kill him. I'm going to try to kill him. And I have 3 swords. I can do a pole kick, which means I jump in the air, do a attack +3, so that's 4 attack. And actually, I could spend a skateboard and get an extra one, too. That's fine. We'll do 5 dice attack against... Should we go the foot ninja right in front, or should I hit the one diagonal?
I'd say the one right in...
Well, I'm thinking the one diagonal, actually, because then wouldn't Alopex be in a place where we could hit 2 turtles on both sides?
Yep, actually.
No matter which direction the Alopex goes? Let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack the foot ninja that's diagonal to Michelangelo.
I feel bad for
Donatello.
Raphael right now.
Yeah, he's not seeing a lot of action right now.
I just need to get 1 spot closer.
All right, so I did roll 4 damage total,
Kills him.
which kills the foot ninja.
Wrong one.
Oh, yeah, we're going to kill the diagonal one. Because Alopex is either up next or coming up soon. And then I will end my turn.
Well,
Actually, wait. No, actually, I still have 2 more melee left. I could use. I probably won't kill him, but that'll give me 3 dice against the other foot ninja. Just see if I can kill him.
If you get this, I'm going to yell at you. You were kidding me!
I rolled 2 doubles. Told you, I got the hot hands tonight. Yeah. Should be in Vegas playing craps right now. All right, so that clears everybody off the board except for the boss. So we have 2 cards.
How much movement do you have?
I am out of movement because I spent the extra movement to attack the Foot Ninja. The first one.
That's what you did.
That's what my jump was.
Thank you.
I could have jumped over them and attacked Alopex, but I didn't really feel that was a good.
I was trying to figure out what you use your other movement for.
Well, I had used 2 movement to get where I was, and then I did the movement to do the pole kick jump.
Yeah, I understand now.
Okay.
Only person left on the board is Alopex.
And Raphael hasn't gone yet.
Yep. I mean, this is either Alopex,
Doug Gunner. And Raphael.
Okay, his movement is...
How much movement does he have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No.
You did that
1,
wrong.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
That's it. That's literally all I can do.
Oh, you didn't get any range this time, did you?
No, I got all melee.
That's unusual. Normally, she always rolls at least 1 range, so she
and
can always
I don't,
range.
either Leonardo has some or Donatello has some.
We did not get lucky this turn with range. Yeah, range was bad this time.
Any range.
We had cheese you could have used, I guess. Cheese.
I did, but I had to get movement because I couldn't reach anywhere.
Well, I told you I could have given you more movement.
You did.
You could also switch to my double roll with Leo if you wanted to. There were options. I'm just saying, there were options.
Fair enough.
All right, so Raphael's done because he doesn't have any more movement and no melee attacks in range.
Only person left is Alopex.
So Alopex is going to go. Now this is where it's going to get kind of nasty.
1, 2.
And Alopex is now attacking Donatello twice. Yes.
At least you have a bunch of shields right now.
Well, that was the plan. That's why I did that on purpose. So I have 2 shields on dice that I rolled. And Donatello has the most defense out of all the turtles. He has 4, so I actually get to roll 6 defense die to try to prevent the damage. And it is how much damage? 2 damage for Alopex? 2 damage. So I have guaranteed damage of 2 unless I can block with turtle shells. So let's see if we can get some shell power going.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got 3 actually. So first hit does nothing. Second hit. Oh, well, second hit I will take damage unless I re-roll, so... Because I only got 1 shell, which you might not be able to see at the top there.
Good thing you still have 4 focus.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spend a focus and re-roll everything but the 1 turtle shell. Hopefully we just need 1 more turtle shell. Oh yeah, I got 3 more turtle shells there.
And that's all the attacks he can do to you.
Ba-boom. Alright, so Alopex is done. We need to reshuffle. Turn goes down 1. I'm going to give Mike a focus from Donnie, because I don't have any.
Time on me.
Alright, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and roll dice for Michelangelo.
Should I make this faster and just get rid of all the other cards that aren't us?
That's fine. We can do that in this one. So normally you would have initiative cards in your deck for monsters, or enemies, I should say. They won't necessarily be monsters. That maybe you've killed all of them on the board. However...
No, never mind.
Why?
Because then we have like 4... We could have 4 turtles going after each other. Doesn't make it exactly as fair.
Well, it's still going to happen, though, but that's fine. Just leave them in there. Normally, though, what happens is enemies respawn every round. So you would take half the number of enemies that you've pulled off the board that you've killed. Half the enemies rounded up. So if you have 3 you've taken off the board in the last turn, for example, you killed 3 of the, let's say, gunners in this match. If they were respawning, we would put 2 back on the board at the beginning of the next turn, I believe.
Yeah. And normally Foot Ninjas would come back in this game, but with their special ability, but we don't think they get summoned in this one.
Well, there's no spawn points, so I don't see how the enemies can spawn if there are no spawn points in the first mission. In the second mission, there's 6 spawn points, so they spawn like crazy in the second mission. I didn't roll mine yet, but that's okay. Go ahead.
I get cheese.
Go ahead, you thief.
Whatever.
Did you even show the camera what you rolled? I don't know if you did. Because it was in the corner.
I got movement and swords and chi.
That was actually a pretty good roll.
I'm going to probably change the last one to double swords, too.
Right. I mean, you just need to move around. Should be fine.
Roll.
Oh, that was actually good, too.
You got some chi to refill your stores.
Yep, folks. Can't waste. Orange dice don't show up as well as some of the other dice.
You do this.
Yeah, there you go. Double movement, the chi, and a single sword for my key. Oh, we almost lost the laser level along with the dice, but everything's good. Why don't you put the laser level on the table? Whoa! So, she just rolled 3 shuriken.
I don't like that, but...
What, do you want to reroll?
No. The chance of me getting something worse than that is high.
Or just give him movement or something. You just need to give him at least one movement to get there.
Need movement.
Oh, you're right. You can actually, oh, you're right. No, you're fine.
He's 4 spots.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. My bad. Oh, I'm not going to roll Donatello. Let's see what Donatello's got.
He gets his focus back.
Yes, he does. Actually, Mikey did too. Don't forget Leo got one back, right?
Yep.
All right, so now we have these dice. I'm not going to spend any focus. Seems like a waste. So we just have to determine what you want and what everybody else wants. So for Donatello, I have no use at all for the range because I'm next to the boss. So I would probably turn my chi into Sword Shield. Unless you have something else you need.
No,
I'll go ahead and
perfect for you.
I'll give range to you though.
Works for me. I like that.
Okay.
And I guess I'm giving you range because that's all I can give you.
Yeah, that's true. That is all you can give me. I need a shuriken.
What would Michelangelo want? I'm thinking about double swords.
Yeah, double swords is fine.
Because that makes the most sense. And I don't need the movement from you.
Okay, so what would you like? Because I have one free one. Do you want a sword?
Well, you can use whatever you want because you already have swords on you.
Yeah, so?
So you can change that to whatever you need for Donnie.
I was thinking just doing a sword, so.
Then that works either way.
So would you like a sword, though, is the question?
Yes, please.
Okay. I don't really need the movement on Donnie because I'm not going anywhere, so.
I don't need the melee at all. I don't need the range at all, but
All
I'm
right.
getting a ton of it.
I got my 5 dice for Donatello and my 5 dice for Michelangelo. Or I should say 3 dice and 2 modifiers, I guess. I don't know what we call them.
I'm ready.
Ready? Let's flip the first card and see what we got. Raphael's up first. Interesting choice.
I like that. Okay, so Hurl Side is what I'm planning to do since he has 4 spots from me.
And that's 2 ranged, isn't it?
Yep. So it uses a dice and my thing I got from Donnie. We're going to go with that. And I roll 5 dice. Since it's 3 plus my damage of 2. Hold on.
What? Oh, evade dice. Yep, Alapex.
I hate
Every time
this.
Alapex gets attacked, you have to roll a dice. If a shield is rolled, he evades the attack. Or she evades the attack. Ah! It is not a shield.
Thank bloody hell.
So, 5 attack against Alapex. That was pretty terrible. So, focus is being used to reroll 2 of the shells. Just so you understood what happened, she rolled 3 single hits and 2 shells. Now we rerolled, and we got a double hit now. So that's 5
2 damage to
minus,
Alapex.
3 defenses, 2 damage to Alapex. And for the viewers who might be watching or watching this after the fact, reminder, Alapex has 13 hit points. So we have to
3
do
shield for every time we attack him.
3
And then
shield.
even if we try to attack him, he can evade. Now we're going to move closer by 2 points.
Okay.
And attack him normally.
Got it.
4
And
dice.
Yes. 2 shuriken plus the 2 normal attack.
Ah,
Oh!
Daddy,
What?
I haven't rolled the evade dice
Oh,
yet.
she didn't roll the evade dice. So, what will happen if she doesn't roll the shield? This is 5 damage that she would do. So we're going to set those aside. Roll your evade. We determine with Alapex, we'll just roll the evade button first. So she rolled a single hit. So, 2 more damage, right? With that 5?
Thank you. I'm so very happy.
Apparently.
No. Wow, Thug Brothers are right after each other again. Foot Ninja. I didn't shuffle this very well.
Apparently you didn't shuffle hardly at all.
Michelangelo.
Alright, what I moved 2 squares, so... I didn't give myself enough movement. Crap. I made a mistake with Mikey. Oh well, I'll just do the other attack instead. So move me up 2 squares. Right next to him, I guess. Or her, next to Alapex. And I'll just use my double chuck, which uses 1 of my swords. And all other swords I get to add to both attacks. So there'd be 2 separate attacks, though, so I have to roll for Alapex twice. But that will give me 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get attack plus 1, so that's 2 plus 4, 6 damage dice against Alapex twice. But I do have to roll for the shield. So first attack is a shield. And I can't re-roll that. as far as we know, I think.
Roll it again.
Second attack. Not a shield. It's a double hit. Therefore, I can attack with the second attack of 6 dice.
That is nice. At least you're able to do. I remember yesterday you tried to do. Holy crap!
Oh. Holy moly. Alright, so 7 minus 3. So we did 4 damage to Alopex with that one. Mikey's on fire! Although I really wanted to use my low blow, but I totally forgot that I needed 1 movement.
Yeah.
Thing, and I should have given 1 movement to him, but I messed that up. It's okay, though.
5 hit points left.
What? We are rocking Alopex right now.
And
heck yeah.
We still have 2 more people that need to go.
Yep. So next up, Donatello.
You might kill him, actually.
Maybe.
If not, I'm doing everything possible to kill the dang thing. I hit the...
What? Phone down? You hit the camera?
I hit the camera, then I dropped my phone. Why?
Typical teenager over here. Dropping everything, causing problems. Alright, so we are going to, I guess, just attack. I really don't have anything else I can do.
Nope.
Actually, I didn't give Donnie any movement, so I can't do my pole kick. I didn't realize that.
Well, now you kind of wish you had changed that movement into a...
2. Oh, I should have just given him the 2 movement.
Yeah.
So I messed up slightly, but that's okay. I have 3 melee, so that's 4 dice I'm going to roll for melee attack against Alopex.
Roll 1 dice
before
first.
rolling, or 1 dice first. Which,
miss.
You might not be able to see it, but we'll move it up. Is a miss. Well, technically
he don't
a hit,
like him. He know they, so he tried to die. Please. Nope.
Didn't get anything. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to use a focus. I'm re-rolling all of them. Because 1 more doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to get much damage, so... Nope.
Exact same thing you just
Exact
rolled.
same dice. So 3 hits, but doesn't get through Alopex's defense, so she takes no extra damage from Donnie. And I have range left, which I can't use because I can't move. So I'm done with Donatello. Alopex next? No, Thug Gunners. Did Alopex already go?
No.
Alopex is the very bottom card.
Yes, Leonardo goes next.
So this is the chance for Leonardo to kill Alopex off, and then we're done with the first mission.
I'm going to use Double Slash.
Double Slash? What's that one do?
Double Slash makes Leo make an attack +4.
Ooh. Do you get to spend anything extra? Or is it
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
I can spend as many swords as I like, and it gets me 1 die per. So as long as I do not get in the flipping evade. Yes!
So we'll move the dice up, just so everybody can see.
And answer
She did
this.
not roll the turtle shell, so...
Oh, and I also need to move. I forgot to say that.
Oh, yeah.
I moved. So, for what I'm doing, that means I'm doing +4.
Did you spend a focus?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus, I hadn't yet, but...
+3?
Plus 5, 6, 7. Plus my 1 damage. So I'm rolling all 8 battle dice. If this doesn't kill him, Thank you. This doesn't kill her. Okay, I can't roll all 8 of these at the same time.
Okay, roll 4, and then we'll look at these 4 and set them aside. So right now we have 2 turtle shells, 2 hits. Oh, then we got 1 hit and 2 more hits. 1 more hit. Oh, wow, okay. Actually, I don't know if you have to re-roll. Is she dead? So let's take the 3 defense out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's it.
Is that enough?
That's it. KO.
And she has 5 hit points left.
I call K flipping O.
All right, so Alopex has now been defeated.
Tip you over.
Yeah, not very well.
Hold on.
So now, because of the mission was we had to beat the mission before the end of round 6, so we actually beat it in half that by the end of round 3. Now, that is provided we made no mistakes, which again, if we did, we apologize, but please help correct us since we're still learning the game ourselves. But hopefully we did everything right, and maybe I'm hoping we just kind of got lucky on rolls. So I think we did everything correctly, but again, if not, let me know. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is the movement I did with Mikey right at the beginning to jump up the train car with this free movement thing. So let me know if I did that wrong. I won't do it again if I did, but it didn't say you couldn't jump, so it just said you can do 1 free movement.
Mm-hmm.
Move 1 space for free. It didn't specify, and just said ignore all non-blocking terrain effects and breakaway rules. So.
Also, Daddy, that was the best attack I've ever done with Leonardo.
Well, 8 dice helped. 8 dice definitely helped.
We only have 8 black dice, and I got to use all of them. I was so happy.
Okay, so we defeated Alopex by KOing her before round 6. And victory is, the Turtles interrupt Alopex's training session, but she manages to break away with a handful of recruits, escaping the subway.
Dang it.
And then we proceed to tutorial Join the Foot, which is our next one, which we are not going to do tonight. But, again, if people like the stream, let us know in comments on YouTube when we get put up there, and we'll try to do some more. I think we'd be fine doing all the tutorial missions at some point. So hopefully we should continue this maybe this weekend. Should we try to do one this weekend?
Yep, entirely.
I think we have some time this weekend to try. So
probably Saturday.
The tutorial missions, there are 3 of them in the first part of the game. So we will try to see if maybe we can do both next time.
Yeah.
At least knock out the next one, and then we'll see about the third one. The other interesting thing with the way the Turtles map works is, so we have these 2 maps here. We actually removed this one, which was our starting map, and then we end up starting now on this map in the 4 empty squares next to the KOs. Next to the black areas with the columns. And then we add a new map on the other side, and Alopex just kind of shifts that way, and all the enemies kind of shift that way. So we don't have to redo all the maps. You just kind of keep going with the set map you're already on. I don't know if all the missions are like that, but at least the tutorial one was, which would save a little bit of time for setting up if you're playing multiple sessions in a row, I would think.
There's also only 8 main map tiles that are double-sided,
Yep.
so they aren't like Gloomhaven where you've got A through M, and then you have somewhere
I think it's A through N, actually.
You're right. It's A
I think
through
there's an N.
There is. A through N could have 1 to 4 tiles each. This only has 8, which makes it a lot easier, right, in my opinion. The harder part is just setting up with all the extra things onto the board, but those are actually normally really easy to find.
Yeah, there are, not that we really show them off necessarily that much, but there are a lot of tile enhancements that you can put on to change the game, and they have different objects and different effects and different tiles and.
These I just find easier mainly because, like in Gloomhaven, you've got all the things that look very similar but do different things. In this case, you've got everything color-coded. So if you know what color it is, there's normally less than 10 different things for that specific color and that specific shape that you can find. So it makes it easier in my opinion. Yep. So I think it's all for tonight.
I think that's all for tonight. Now, for anybody who watched our first TMNT Adventures stream, which was our unboxing video, you would have seen that there are lots and lots of other playable characters. So the plan is for this stream, we want to play the 4 turtles through the entire first 3 tutorial games.
In case he's going to be on the side somewhere.
Possibly,
if we need 5 people, then we might bring him out.
Maybe. But then afterwards, we want to experiment on maybe some of the other maps and try some of the other characters out. There are also some arcade maps you can play, which don't necessarily follow a storyline. They're just kind of random maps in here that you can play and just have fun. There's quick setup games where you just go in and kill stuff. They have them. Actually, it's in the other book. We have 2 adventure books too.
Yeah, for this one, it's 2 adventure books.
Yeah,
it's separated out 2 separate ways.
2 adventure comics.
Whatever. The same thing in my opinion.
Yeah, this one had an arcade mode, which has arcade battles. There are only 1 to 2 and 2 to 4 players. Whoops. Of course, I almost dropped the book. But yeah, we might try some of the arcade battles, just see how they work. There is also a micro series gameplay, which has Raphael's mission is 1 to 2 players, and all the other turtles they play solo. So it would be good.
Must be pretty hard.
Might be.
Must be Casey with him.
Could be. I don't know. Do you want me to look?
Nope, not right now.
Okay, but there are some solo adventures. So if you want to play the game on your own with just 1 turtle, there is an option for that. But for the most part, you'll play with more characters. And actually, when it says 1 player, I assume it's only 1 to 2 players. There could be more than... The hero numbers is listed in the book, so I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of different characters you can play in this game, and there's also lots of different dice you have in this game.
What do we have, almost 16 playable characters or something?
We have more than that.
Is it more than that? Okay.
Give me a second.
That's fine.
4. Yes, we have over 16 on these.
Raphael is Raph and Casey Jones.
Knew it! I called it, mainly because they are the team up and TMNT.
You did. But he can only be played like that in cooperative mode, so.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's all for today.
That should be all for tonight. If you like what we're doing here, please throw us a follow. We're going to be doing more board games. We've done Gloomhaven in the past, Sine Tempore, or Sina
Tempore.
What else did we do? We did Seventh Guest. We did Tainted Grail.
What was the one that we played with Mummy and Rebecca yesterday? Mansions of Madness.
We did a Mansions of Madness with our guest Craig, who was on board one day with us.
That was fun.
And Gloomhaven, if we didn't say that already. I think that's about all we played on streaming. We have lots of other board games, though. We want to play more. Games. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of video games this month. We're trying to do a different stream each day.
I do click-and-point adventure games. He's trying to make me play a game that would probably creep me the heck out, mainly so it would be Laugh at Your Daughter Day.
Actually, I'm calling it Make Fun of My Daughter Day, which is different, but...
Well, you could also call it Scare My Daughter Day, because it freaked me out when you showed me the beginning of it.
Maybe we'll try for that over the weekend, too.
We need to get the VR set up, too, so you guys can have another Make Fun of Your Daughter Day while I wander around the room trying not to kick chairs and stuff. Again.
We could. We'll see what we do.
He laughed at me the entire time.
Well, that's the whole point of Make Fun of My Daughter Day, is to laugh at her. And everybody can join in.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching tonight at our stream for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventures. We did kind of an intro for you, explained the rules a little bit, just so everybody knew what was going on. And then played the first tutorial mission. Next time we'll have spawning creatures, and Alapex again is going to be back for the second battle.
Security cameras, places to take cover.
Security cameras, yeah. They're going to be looking at us and trying to kill us. Well, not kill us, see us. We have to unlock doors using dice next time. So we'll see what happens. But that's going to be the second stream. Hopefully look for that this weekend at some point. But other than that, thanks for watching.
Don't forget to put the things up over there.
What things up am I doing?
YouTube channel and Discord channel.
Yeah, I don't know if they're not going to work right now because I don't have Twitch open. Hold on. We can do that. We can do that.
If you just don't worry about it and just say it.
I can't say it because they're links.
Follow us on YouTube. Or go to our Discord channel, which is on Discord.
It's on the Twitch page.
Yes.
I'm not going to put it up right now. I don't have a link handy. I don't have my keyboard on right now. Our wireless keyboard died, so.
Fun.
But yes, please join our YouTube channel. It has same name as our Twitch channel, Day After Day Gaming, all one word. We're posting all the content we've done on Twitch up there. So you'll see lots of games up there, board games. I've tried to put playlists on there so everybody can kind of see what we're doing. But, take a look at the content and suggest what else you might want to see on the suggestion box page on Twitch. Other than that, have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'm Bobby.
I'm Kat, and this is Day After Day Gaming. Keep on gaming day after day. Have a good rest of your evening. That was very sing-songy.
It was.